So today you find me in Beamish Open Air Museum. It's a very large museum in County Durham in the north of England. Fantastic museum, one of my favourite museums in the country, and decided to come here. I've not been here for about 8 years. It was originally sort of set around the theme of the early 1900s, coal mining, pit villages, but over the years they've developed and grown the site. So there's a 1950s village which I haven't seen before, so that's where I'm going to head down to. It is the first Saturday of the October half term, so the place is getting very busy indeed. But one of the good advantages of coming here is that your ticket, which is about £28 I think for an adult, does entitle you to come back to the site as many times as you want during the course of the year. So I'm here today, but I'll try and come back at least another couple of times during the course of the next 12 months to make use of that ticket. There is a tram that goes all around the site, which is a great way to travel. But I'm going to just walk down to the 1950s village just because it's quite busy at the moment, and just want to try and beat the crowds before lots of other people turn up there. So yeah, join me as we explore Beamish. So Beamish is a very big site, and really you do need more than one day to do it justice. There's just so much to see here, so that's why it's good that the ticket does allow you to come back during the course of the year as many times as you want. There are of course the exceptions where there are special events that you would need to buy a special ticket for, but yeah, it is a huge site, and just walking around it takes quite a long time. But it is a fantastic museum, a lot of fun. As you'll see as I go around, lots of people dressed in traditional costumes and there to sort of answer any questions you may have, and a fantastic museum to bring children to as well. I'm on my own today, but brought my kids here when they were younger and they loved it. So a lot of these buildings have been brought here to Beamish from other places, so these were buildings at risk of being lost, and they've been brought here and rebuilt here.
The cinema and the shops over there, they've only been open 3 months.
Okay. Is there any further development plans for the site, or?
Yeah, always. We just need more funding.
Right. So what would be the next?
We'll probably add to the 50s in the future. The next era we're going to do, and we're not going to start it for about 15 years, is the 1980s.
Okay.
It's a long time off though.
Yeah. Okay.
But it is in the plans, because you've got to plan ahead.
Yeah, I'll have to come back for that. What were these cottages from? Or?
These are aged miners' homes, based on ones from Marsden Road, South Shields.
Okay.
So you had to be a retired miner or retired miner through injury.
Right. Not bad houses, are they?
Yeah. They were just meant for couples.
It looks full of
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So apparently the only building that's been moved here brick by brick in the 1950s town is the cinema. Everything else in the 1950s town is a replica. So these buildings still exist elsewhere. But prior to that, the rest of the Beamish were mostly buildings that have been brought here brick by brick to preserve them. Now, lots of people I know still live in buildings like this. although I imagine the interior will be slightly more dated.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Absolutely.
Keep on.
Leave it.
No,
don't
you do
that.
it. Just stay clean, so don't you do it.
Hello.
Push down your jacket. Yeah.
It's not too bad. I'm doing about R12. It means probably like a 1 package of people, like, so
Yeah.
and then I'll try.
Starting to get very busy. Let's go and have a look in here. So some of the shops here are replicas, and obviously some of the shops are selling things that you can actually buy, as well as restaurants and so forth, so you don't always entirely know what you're going to find. Anyway, this is a record and TV shop.
I know, that's what I said, because he was like, oh yeah.
Three-phase electrics come in through the rectifier. Go through the basically go through the low pressure mercury bulbs to flatten it out so you've got a nice steady DC current. Spark plug, that's really what it is. So electrical, if it's the right gap, electricity will jump from there to there, producing a nice big bright white light. But that's your welding mask. Yeah.
the old dresses.
What is it? Switching history and mental health. What would it? When it's into mental health nurse. We started by so not where I work, but we started.
So just going to walk now into the main village.
With the mental health nurse, with the assessment. Yeah, so people have with us more than that. The hard thing is, it's not identifying exactly the real ones. It's amazing, isn't it? One drawn, I think this in 5 minutes. Ornaments. Yeah, other day, what they're doing.
Karen said that you've got a lovely lady who's going to buy the flat, which she was lovely.
I've never seen, but Karen dealt with all of that. But I thought it well, but that's what
The reason I moved was I said to Mel, she was
Classic Beamish view of the tram in the old town. So this is the Masonic Lodge.
Get soft in the road there, Johnny. Thank you.
No.
No, we used to say carbolic soap, but
You can just hear the sound of the fairground, and in the distance the Colliery village. As I say, it's one of those places you probably need to come back 2 or 3 times to really fully appreciate it, and I would recommend, if you have the possibility of coming here when it's not a school holiday, maybe during the middle of the week, that would probably be a better experience. It'd be a bit quieter, fewer people around. There's quite large queues developing for some of the shops, particularly selling sweets and ice creams and food and so forth. But it is a fantastic museum, so much to see. So this era of this place is set just before the Titanic was lost. I think about 1913 is meant to be the era. There's going to be a suffragette protest over there.
Do a job, you print it onto the back here, you measure out where the sentence said I only want 30 copies, you can just run it off on there. But if they want 3,000, you're skipping over to a big engine driven one.
So do you use that one as well?
We don't, so it would look the same. So whether it is a teeny tiny 6-point or it's a much more readable size, it would always be, E is always going to be here because we use it the most. X we are using not so much, so it gets tucked down in the corner there. And so you'd learn this, and it's kind of like touch typing. You wouldn't think about the letters, you're just pulling them all out and putting them into place.
Old horse-driven fire truck. Nice fire there, keep people warm, and look at these colours out here, the trees behind the building.
Right, do you want to go sit down over there?
I wonder if I could get a dental appointment here.
obviously. And it showed also if you had a full set of dentures that your family had money. So people would want, men would want to marry. It also meant that if you had dentures, your future husband wouldn't need to pay for any dental treatment for you. And also, if you go around, you would have to pedal and drill at the same time.
So the first time I came to Beamish, they used to run steam trains along here, and they used to run them a bit further than they do now, or the line used to go a bit further, but then they chopped the line short because of building a loop around the site for the trams. But there's no sign of any steam locomotives running today, so I don't know if they do that or not anymore, which is a pity. Going to have a look in this signal box. So, just seen a sign to say that their locomotive is actually being serviced at the Severn Valley Railway, hence no trains running along this line in Beamish today. Got the coal and coke merchant here. Just going to wander down to the fairground. There are certain attractions here in Beamish which you do have to pay extra for once you're in. So for example, the fairground that I'm going to now, if you want to go on the rides, that's additional expense, so it's not included in your entrance fee, so just be aware of that. And of course lots of shops to buy stuff in, which again obviously costs extra, but there's still lots to see and lots to do without needing to pay extra, included in your admission fee. Just such a large museum. So this is the Colliery village, which has grown considerably over the years, and there was an actual colliery here, so it's built on the site of coal mining.
It's a lot easier for the brothers now.
1871, this locomotive. Looks like it's still in use as well. And we've got this engine here as well. Two engines, in fact. Ooh, three engines. Pity they're not working today. This is actually a crane, steam crane. The old winding gear there. I confess I don't know much about this mine, whether this is the original mine or whether it's been reconstructed here. I suspect it might be original. So here is where they would have controlled the cage going down into the mine. And the steam engine that operated it. So here we have the conveyor belt where the coal would have been come from the mine and possibly sorted as well. here's the cage where the coal carts would have been brought up from the mine shaft. There is another open air museum in the Midlands called the Black Country Living Museum, which is also worth visiting, but Beamish, in my opinion, is the better of the two museums. And also one of the interesting things about Beamish is it has a proper colliery here, whereas I think in the Black Country Living Museum they've recreated what a coal mine is like, but there is actually one here, just over there. In fact, I can see people heading into it with their green hats. And that's an old seam, colliery seam. And the carts would have run over here and into the slag heap. So, all authentic.
It did shut for a short period, but then reopened in 1921. When it reopened, it was used more as a waggonway, because a mile that way is Beamish Park drift mine, and the coal came through here as well. If you look at the end of that tunnel, there's a light. That tunnel went through the hillside, straight across, about a mile or so to the bottom of Beamish number 2 pit, or Chop Hill pit, and that was where the coal was taken up. So that was about 400 or 500 foot deep, that coal. Before you came in, you would have got your tokens. You got your lamp, and you got 2 tokens. You got the zinc token and the brass token. The zinc token went back on the board to say you've got that lamp. The brass one usually somewhere safe, maybe down your boot. Then if you didn't come out, then you who they were looking for. Unfortunately, in this series of mines, in the 103-year history, 88 miners lost their lives, but we talk about these 3 mines together. That's a lot of people, but for a mine, it's a fairly good safety record. In Wales, for example, in one pit disaster, 439 people lost their lives in just one pit explosion, so this had a good record. We talk about 1913 as a point of interest, because in 1913 there was 304 pits in County Durham, 167,000 miners, and they dug out 41.5 million tonnes of coal. That was record coal production. They used about 22,000 pit ponies in Durham as well. The pit ponies in this mine, because it was a drift mine, came in and out on a daily basis. But in the deep mine, they were lowered underneath the cages and spent 50 weeks of the year underground, like the miners spent. They had 2 weeks holiday. If you took the top off this hillside, look down over, this is the sort of scene you would see. It's called a drift mine because it follows the drift of the coal. So it would have hit one of the seams of that deep mine. The coal went for miles in each direction, really, and this system of mining is called pillar and board or pillar and wall. They leave these big pillars of coal intact, and that helps support the roof, along with the pit props and the beams. And once they've taken this coal out, they would think about moving back over towards the entrance, taking this coal as they went. But if they didn't want to have a pit collapse, so for example in this one, because there was a pit open, still open, and they were using it as a wagon wheel, they probably didn't do that. But they did remove the coal right at the end using open cast command.
Are you okay?
Mentioned outside that the tallest miner to work in this mine was 6'7". So he would have walked maybe a mile or a mile and a half to the coalface bench, something like that. sit here beside me, you can be where you sit. Or you can stand, that's handy. Seam, so that's a pretty big seam for County Durham. You can get your pick in, earn a good amount of money. You have to watch you don't go near that lamp. If you went near the lamp and the deputy mine manager saw you, that was a 2 and 6pence fine. Because if you broke the lamp, it might cause a pit explosion.
So this is where the miners picked up their lamps. Picture there of a miner working on a very small seam. Not a job that I would want to do.
The tiny handbags.
Zip your pockets.
Toodaloo!
Toodaloo, kangaroo!
Toodaloo, kangaroo!
In a wild crocodile! See you later, alligator.
In a wild crocodile. Oh!
That was a nasty squeeze.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to come back to go and investigate all of that.
What's in it?
That's a big cinema.
Can we go to it?
Yeah, we can go one day. Wave to everyone. Oh, look! Is that the protest? Are these the goodies in the bag as well? Are these the boats for women or are these the boats for women?
Women fight on.
Yeah, so this must be the boats for women one. Go, woo!
You're a woman, Mummy. Why are they cheering?
I love that. It's the first time I've seen them doing that, like having people like walking around. Like... And there is a park in there, so next time we can go to the park. We can come back all the time. We've got tickets. Well, we borrowed like Rachel's for you, but
Yeah, we've got tickets, but we were here now. Back with Big Daddy.
and you can get the bus as well. How can you get the bus? No way. Oh well, we can meet at Sharon's and then we can just get the bus.
We'll meet all the Sharons.
Not bad.
Hand up if your name begins with... Hand up if your surname begins with Chuck.
With what?
That's you, Mummy.
Is it?
Yeah? Your real name is Gemma.
Oh no, that's my first name, not my surname.
Yeah, but...
Oh, wave!
Why are they sending boats?
Boats for women, they're not sending boats for women.
What are the boats for?
Boats to like make rules and stuff.
So the girls get to choose the boat.
Oh yeah, because back in the olden days, ladies couldn't vote. It was only for men.
But now it's me.
We waving? I love when just the parents wave back and the kids don't. Yeah. Don't you tell me not to. Wave at the dog. Do you think the dog will wave back?
He's like, I don't care, I don't like humans. Hi guys! Gonna have a disco?
A disco?
You did say that? It was really funny. And we should keep them that way. If only she knew.
What is it?
Wave.
Hi, I'm the human.
Oh, then we're taking photos. We're gonna wave. When you come at Christmas, they turn this into the elf forest.
And they put elves in now.
Yeah, and they're like hanging from the trees and doing tricks and stuff like that. Well, we always think it's been every year since we were born. Come to see Mr. Santa Claus.
And last year he gave me a bag.
Happy hours.
then I'll send it to you separately, and then I'll group them all at the same time. I'm not good with group chat, there's too many people. There's a lot going on. And I don't know who the people are.
It's our stop. It's our stop. Mummy, it's our stop. Mummy, it's our stop.
We need to find that pesky grandma. There she is. Wave at grandma. Yeah, and then I'll just put all of the socks together.
Santa's going to have a lot of business.
Santa will have a lot of business.
But I have nothing to give Santa.
Well, so I'm in Benidorm, I got half 5 a day before Easter, so what's not supposed to do when I'm 9 months off in Benidorm? Go to the pub and watch, go to the pub, have a few beers and watch it.
Do you get on many away games now?
Brighton fan. Come on then. Like the team. Yeah. I like Brighton. Yeah. Nice track.
No, we see one in when this bar that's last week, right down the old there's a book there.
This is
I used to have a that's the one with this book with this
I'm a Newcastle.
You used to have to break kids, didn't you?
Yeah.
I used to have a break.
I like Brighton.
No way it is, normally I still play this.
It's yours fair.
I've still got them swing boats.
Swing board?
Swing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the sugar boards.
You pull it and then it... It's been here for years then.
that was like from around school. You used to have races around. Yeah. It's quite a good day.
No, no, I've never been. I've been to Goldstone a few times.
And quite dark, very early. Quite feather.
Yeah.
You come out of there, you can see the high heavy when the out the milk. He's looking, he's got money. What happened?
Simon played for Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
White hair.
Yeah. Italian. Very early. White feather.
Is it Joe Pedro? He was in my fantasy team, he's injured, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Plays someone well there.
Oh, there's my mate down there, Sean. Who? I used to play football, Sean.
Well, but yeah, he's doing well in my team, I know. I've actually taken Isaac out and put him in. Isaac's
Big blonde lad with the tats on his leg down here. Yeah. Well, I say I used to play football, but he tried to play.
You can't, yeah, well, Isaac's.
Missing two wingers really. Kind of crossed the ball for the same.
I think you don't want to be there.
Chap on the locomotive was saying it's a replica of the Puffing Billy. That is apparently, I think the original is in the Science Museum. It's over 200 years old, and this replica was built for £500,000 in 2006. And this engine could pull 10 wagons of coal, each weighing 2 tons at a grand speed of 5 miles an hour. So Beamish is now operating under winter hours, which means that it closes at 4 p.m, so it closes in about 20 minutes. So I've just got a chance to very quickly look at one other thing. There's still parts of the museum I haven't actually been to today, just didn't get round to getting to. So I've seen majority of the museum, but as I say, still one or two places yet to visit. But just go and look at this old hall, dates from the 1820s.
They're old cakes.
So quite a grand house.
This way. Try to go inside and go upstairs.
But coming out with somewhere between 100 and 150 pound a year profit, so doing quite well, yeah.
So there's a little ladder up there to that hole in the wall. I wonder if that's for hens, ducks? One thing I forgot to do when I got here was to check where I was in the car park, and now I can't remember where I've parked the car, what level it's on, so it may take me a little while to find out where I've parked. Not very clever. Found it. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this visit to Beamish. If you were in County Durham, do check it out yourself. Fantastic museum, and as I say, definitely one of those places you can do more than one trip to. So if you've enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe, and until next time, take care, keep safe, God bless.
1920s area, Pockerley Old Hall, Steam Waggonway and the Drovers Tavern.